I've lived through long enough ups and downs, and the yellow pages used to work, and then they each year would get less and less, but they still work, so you never turned it off. And so I have a motto that's always onward and upward, and I never try to get wound up in what used to work. But you also have to be cautious about what they say the next big wave is going to be, right? A good example is like the ringless voicemail. I get it, but it's so annoying, and I think people are going to start to get sued, right? So then even like bandit signs, we don't really do a lot with bandit signs. I'm not against them personally, but it's how do they look to the public, or are they a nuisance, And so we're a company that does all types of major marketing. So your pay-per-click, your Facebook advertising, your direct mail, obviously. We do a lot of networking. We run a RIA, a local RIA, like, most guys would do if they were big enough. We have a retail arm. We try to network with as many realtors as possible. I've had a secret since 2011, and that's what we're going to talk about today, is that all of my deals that I get are from one source, and they don't cost me any money. And so I think my epiphany moment was one meeting we had when we were looking at the cost to acquire a house. And on Google, it was like, that year was like $8,500 to acquire a house. For one house to acquire was $8,500. Facebook was like $4,500. Direct mail was like $2,200. Then it said Phillips Senior Marketing 0.0. And in my head, I'm like, why am I not just quadrupling down on that then? And so since 2011, my best lead source has been simply people moving mom into senior living communities, working with the senior living communities directly to say, hey, whenever they want to move mom in, but they need to unlock that equity out of the house, they don't, at that moment, the last thing they want to do is go rehab that house with their brother who lives in North Carolina, or pick you know what I mean? They live 400 miles away. When you find out your mom has to move into senior living, it's not because mom's healthy, right? You don't move your healthy mom into senior living. It's usually something has happened 2, 3, 4. It's getting chronic, right?
Right.
And so if you go into the senior living community and you make the right connection, you will have constant leads coming to you because you are providing a service for them that is one of their biggest problems. If things go well, and this as good as anybody, if things go well, it could easily be 6 months before that family unlocks their cash. Right. And what I mean by that is they come, I'm just going to make up a name. They come to Garden View, and they want to put mom in Garden View, but they need to get that money unlocked to pay that $9,000 a month for mom's care. And so they need to sell the house. So what do? Everybody knows a realtor. So they go call the realtor, and the realtor comes in and says, you need to clean this place out. You need to do this list of rehab items to get top dollar. I'll see you in 3 or 4 months. That's if things go well with the rehab, obviously, and somebody's got to pay for that rehab. I come back, I do my pictures. We got lucky. We put it on the market. We sold it inside of 30 days. We closed in 30 days, went through inspection items. We got to closing. It's 6 months from now before they get their money. Some Americans have plenty of reserves to pay for mom's care, but a lot, the equity is the house, right? And until they unlock that money, they are scrambling on how they're going to pay for mom's care, because it's dire that they get mom in there, but yet they need to do this thing over here. And so I have found that the adult children of seniors, if treated fairly, will love to sell you their house. I've gotten hugs from so many people. And you know what? It's not even the house a lot of times. It's the stuff. When you have 40, 50, 60 years of stuff in a house, it's those memories that they're like, how do we start throwing things away? How do we decide what goes where? And so as much as I'm in the house flipping business, I'm almost kind of like you're not a psychiatrist, but you're helping with some pretty emotional times. And these clients that I have, if you treat them fairly and help them with what their real problems is, which is getting mom the best care, and if you can help them with the house and the stuff, they're the best leads I've ever found.